Welcome back, everyone, to the Texarkana Bandits Dynasty here on College Football 26. And it's been an interesting couple of weeks. We at least got points on the board in what was an exciting game last week. We didn't come out with the win, but it was an exciting game last week, and that's a positive. It's already been a good year for us, having 3 wins, but you want that fourth one, because we've seen the team win before this season. Now you just want it again because you know they can do it. And this Southern Miss team isn't going to be easy. That's all I can say about it. They're not going to be an easy team to beat at all, given they are one of the top teams in the Sun Belt right now at a 3-1 conference record. Not to mention, we just played Troy, who sits at 4-1 after that game we had with them. We will later on play Louisiana Lafayette, who sits at 4-1 as well. The only top team we don't play is James Madison. That says all you need to know about how tough the road is getting. But it's at least not the toughest task we've had to face. At least it's not the Texas State game. We just hope it's not the Texas State game. Luckily, some big injuries for the Golden Eagles, as they'll be down 2 offensive linemen and a defensive tackle this week, but we'll have their top player in Josh Moten, the corner who rightfully wears the number 1. He is their top guy on the entire roster. And I would assume they're going to try and match him up as much as possible against Douglas Falcon. If he's not matched up on Falcon, I think we have to take that to our advantage. He's got 1 pick on the year, 39 tackles, 2 for a loss, 7 assists, and 32 solo. So he's done plenty well for himself this season. Now, offensively, Braylon Braxton is their quarterback, and when it says dual threat, it means it. This man is a deadly threat with his legs, but also has the arm to go along with it. So it certainly is, I'd say, the toughest quarterback we've seen all season. And I don't know how the secondary is going to contend with Braylon Braxton. Keep in mind, we do not have an interception all year long so far. So if you come up with one against him, that's even bigger. As we are off in this one, the Magic Hour jerseys are on, the all orange, as that is going to be a tackle just right at the 25. Thought it was going to be just shy. But out comes Braylon Braxton and this offense. 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the season. He can use those legs to his advantage. Let's see how he does, though. 1st and 10. Off the RPO and a wide open tight end who breaks off of Mars Milano's tackle. And it's a huge pickup right off the bat. So, a new set of downs, and they did run a lot of no huddle against us, as that's another great pickup. Going quick again as Braxton out of the gun. He goes RPO wide open, and it's another 1st down. This one gets him inside the red zone. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage, the no-huddle offense. It is the bane of my existence, no matter what dynasty it may be, as that is not going to be enough to get in, but just shy of the touchdown at the 2-yard line, maybe the 1.5-yard line if you want to give them that, as that is going to be a nice stop there. Moves them back to the 3 after the tackle for loss. 2nd and goal. It's a keeper for Braxton. He goes down. Oliverson got there. 3rd down and goal. Braxton hands off, and he stood up. Nowhere to go as they stay on the field for 4th and goal. Hand off, and the spin move does the job. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Almost said Mississippi State, I'm not going to lie. As that is a big opening score for the Golden Eagles, and Matt Jones caps it off for them. But there's your matchup. Douglas Falcon's come along as of late. He's turned into a definite top target lately The big question, though, can they find him if Moten's on top of him? As they go screen to Falcon. No Moten on him this time. As they take advantage right off the bat with arguably the best play of the season for Falcon. The screen works out. So a new set of downs already near midfield. Hand off to Rowand. And he's up past midfield. And they've got another nice pickup to start a drive. 2nd and 5. Hand off again to Rowand. He's taken down with ease that time around. So 3rd down and 6. Big 3rd down here. Hamilton. Plenty of time. Finds Giuseppe Rocco, who got bumped. That's what the flag's going to be for. Either way, it's a 1st down, whether you want to take the penalty or not. And we will decline that penalty. It's a new set of downs, and this is arguably the best offensive possession I think we've had in weeks. As over the middle, Giuseppe Rocco again picks up 8 this time. 2nd and 2. Rowan still in the backfield. They go Rowan's way. He's got room to the 10. 5. He's in. Touchdown, Bandits. And just like that, it must be magic hour because the Bandits just go right down the field for the touchdown. Who saw that coming after the way the offense has been for the last handful of weeks? I expected a very slow start again, but instead it was firing on all cylinders to start. A tie ball game to begin things, and well, can the defense stop him is the question. Buddy Gordon with a nice tackle there for only 1 yard. 2nd and 9. It's a quick throw to the tight end. Nowhere to go there. As that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Braxton takes the shot. It's knocked away and nearly picked. Milano had it in his hands. Could have been the first pick in school history right there. As this is returnable for Monty. He's got room to work with. This is a nice return up past midfield. So great starting field position. Bandits had arguably their best drive of the last 3 weeks to start this game. Can they keep the momentum going though? 3rd and 9. Hamilton to throw. He's got his man. That's Falcon. 3rd down and 2. It's very manageable for a guy like Channing Bain. Hand off to Bain. He fights. Does not have enough, but the offense stays out there. 4th and 1. Hand off to Bain. Right up the middle. He gets thrown down. I thought at the mark. I thought he had it. But instead they say no. I'm not going to argue with the video game because I normally lose. But it's Southern Miss football now, and I think we got robbed. I'm just going to say it. 2nd and 1. Handoff goes to Jones. He's going to have the 1st down. 1st and 10 here for Braxton. To the air. This one incomplete. Haven't been able to do too much with the wideouts so far, so that's been a bright spot. As they go back to the RPO with the tight ends. And that one gets him a gain of 9. Little Mac on the tackle. 3rd down and 1. Braxton in the gun. They've remained with their no huddle, and it works out for another 1st down there. So a new set of downs. And in motions the tight end. They hand it off to Jones. He goes nowhere. That was Burton Lavelle who got there. 2nd and 10. Braxton connects on the screen. That's a rare wide receiver reception. And now it brings up 3rd down. It's manageable as it's a keeper for Braxton. He'll have enough for the 1st. The read option works out. And that will lead us to the last play of the 1st quarter here, unless it's an incompletion. As Braxton to throw, it's caught, and that'll take us to the end of this first quarter. All tied up, though, 7-7. That's a positive sign to me, if you want my opinion on it. As Falcon has 2 receptions off 2 targets, we'll take it. It's been a good start for this offense. The defense, on the other hand, as we begin the second quarter, not so much. Can they at least finish this drive off without giving up a touchdown? Braxton somehow got that ball off and almost caught. Incomplete, as that brings up 3rd down and 4. Handoff doesn't go anywhere. Eldridge was there, and that brings up 4th down and 4. Showing pressure, the Bandits drop back, and this one is caught. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. I just want to point out, both of their touchdowns are on 4th down. They've had to risk the biscuit for both of their touchdowns. I just want to point that out. How can we get so unlucky? 1st and 10 now for the Bandits offense. Jaden Hamilton in the gun, takes the snap, sets the screen for Rowan, and he's got room. Another good play by the offense. That's the 2nd big play by Rowan today. Had the 1st touchdown for Texarkana. He's looking to throw. Quick, and Rowan was well defended. He had 2 guys around him, only going to pick up 1. 2nd and 9 now. Hamilton had the pistol. This one is caught. Monty's got it. It's a new set of downs as Hamilton got rocked. 1st and 10. Play action. Hamilton does not get rid of it. Had a wide open man too to get rid of it too, but the sack is going to move him back 3 yards and make it 2nd and 13. And that one's knocked down in front of his face. So 3rd down and long. We've been here before. Hamilton needs a big play. Does he have one? Into triple coverage, really. And nearly intercepted. Luckily just incomplete. And it's back to Southern Miss after the punt. That one off the mark by Braxton. He has not been as sharp as I thought he was going to be. That's just a giant positive for us. As the play action here goes back to the tight end game, and that's going to be a gain of 4. 3rd and 6. Braxton making his changes. Pressure coming. It's a screen, though, and Matt Jones is just shy. So the defense for the first time today gets a stop. And now Texarkana back on offense. I'm sorry, the 2nd time today. I almost forgot about Monty's really nice return. 2nd and 9 now. Looking to throw. That's another screen for Rowan. He's got room. And we'll take that. Gain of 5. I'm not going to complain. Isaiah Gibson banged up there for Southern Miss. Any injury for the Golden Eagles? Don't want to see guys get hurt, but you know it helps us in the long run. So I will not complain. As that screen, though, I will complain about. It did not set up well, and Falcon couldn't gain much, if anything. As it's back to the Golden Eagle offense. Braylon Braxton with the 1st down throw, and that is a big one. The biggest play by a receiver, I believe, today. 1st and 10. And there they get to him. They do not bite on the play fake. And Braxton banged up on that one. So that is huge. Braylon Braxton to the sideline now. As now we see what the backup can do. As they just check it down to the flats. Nowhere to go, really. So it brings up 3rd and long. Big opportunity for the defense. Plenty of time to work with, but time runs out. Mikel Bouchard with the sack. Those defensive tackles have been the biggest bright spot of this season. And sadly, we don't get to see Mikel Bouchard after this season because he's a senior. But a hell of a year for Bouchard so far. getting closer and closer to double digits. So, back to the Bandits offense. Just 3:53 left to go before half. Here is plenty of time to get the ball out of his hand as Hamilton couldn't connect with Neptune Rollins as that one got dropped after the spinal tap animation. Screen set up again for Rowan. They've done that a lot today, and that one only gets one. So it's still a 3rd and long. Hamilton takes the snap. He's got McBath, and that's going to be the big play they've been needing, as that's a huge first down. Shaq McBath, the 4th, the time traveler himself, picking up a new set of downs and a big one. I forgot that this replay took this long to get to. 23 yards off that catch, and that puts them maybe about, I'd say, 15 to 20 yards away from field goal range. As a spin there from Rowan. This is the most he's played in a game in a while, I feel like. Still been banged up this year, but at least he's able to play a little bit more this week. Quick throw underneath. That's Monty. He's going to have a good chunk and make a manageable 3rd and 2 as time is ticking. Under a minute and a half left in the half. And that one was knocked away at the line. Brings up 4th and 2. Offense still out there. Do they go underneath again? Indeed they will. Mesh concept. It works like a charm. And that's going to be a first down for McBath. So a minute to go in the half. Can they tie this one up before halftime? Quick throw, incomplete for Rocco. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Hamilton. Gonna roll out here. Throws on the run, and that one off the mark. I believe Falcon stopped on his route or got bumped and it wasn't called. One of the two. 3rd and 10. That was a quick throw and hit as he threw. They are going to attempt the field goal. Kicks up. And it is no good. It was short. I think I got stressed out trying to make sure I had enough power. Wound up not having enough power. And, yeah. So a 7-point ball game with 22 seconds left here. 3rd and 5. There's the pressure on Braxton. And that right there is going to take us to half. Another Bikel Bouchard sack that he's involved with. You gotta love it. But that will take us to halftime, as it's only a 7-point ball game. I expected a lot worse. But Bikel Bouchard is having a field day right now, and that's helping a ton. So 14-7 at half. And so far, we've done a great job stuffing the ground game. The passing attack has been a bit of a problem, but that's been their MO, has been the RPO for the most part. So I'm not really surprised that's taking its toll on us. Let's talk about recruiting, though, because things are getting interesting. One, Eric Boudreau is ready for a visit, which is always a good thing. D'Angelo Coco is visiting today, and I would hope he is very, very happy with what he's seeing so far, as it's a competitive ball game currently. Hopefully that visit's going very well. Greg Slay, still not much to talk about here. We are the only offer, and he's taking his sweet, sweet time trying to make a decision. Come on, Greg. Robert Ojeda is also visiting today, and we need a good visit here. It is a fight for Ojeda right now. Another guy visiting, George Vasquez. Now, wide receiver may not be a massive need, but it'd be nice to get a guy at 6'4", 194. I'm just saying. But it's a one-score game. It's been a pretty well played game by the Bandits so far. They've just got to keep that going. We haven't seen that kind of consistency most of the season, so let's hope for it here in the second half. Second half gets underway. Hamilton and company begin in the pistol set. Just down 7. Jaden Hamilton starts underneath. Shaq McBath been a big part of the offense today. Picks up 6 off that first catch. And it's 2nd and 4 now. Hamilton, hands off and nowhere to go. Rowan was stuffed. 3rd down and long. We're used to it. Can they pick up the first? It's a screen set up as Rowan trying to find room. He got close. And because of that, the offense stays out there. Somewhere Dan Campbell is smiling. As that's a smile on my face, that's Giuseppe Rocco with another catch. A big 1st down on 4th down. Keeps this drive alive. And a nice handoff here with some good blocking. Gets 5. We'll take it. The offensive line doing their job today. Something we haven't seen a lot of this season. Channing Bain now goes right up the middle. Finds the room and a new set of downs. Sad to see him go at the end of the year, I'm not going to lie. He should have probably been the starter for the most of this season, I'm just saying, as good as Rowan is. 2nd and 5. Rowan in the gun there with Hamilton. As this throw finds McBath again, and he's got him in the red zone. Another big play for Shaq McBath. That speed on display when he gets in the open field. So in the red zone, they've taken plenty of time off the clock. It's been a very good start to the second half as Monty, though, can't find room there. 2nd and 10. Hand off. Rowan right up the middle. He's going to end up in the end zone for the 2nd time today. It's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. This one a little nicer than the first. Just goes right up the middle with ease. And that makes it a tied ball game. Who had this on their bingo card for this one? Because I didn't. It has been a great day for this offense in comparison to some of the others we've seen lately. As Braylon Braxton back to work, as that is some good spinning to pick up the 1st down there. 1st and 10. Braxton keeps this offense going at breakneck speed as they just hand that one off, and Buddy Gordon's on top of that one. 2nd and 9. Hand off again. And this one not going to go far. It makes it 3rd and 4. And they finish this off. Braxton connects. And it's a new set of downs. So 1st and 10. Hand off again, but Sullivan David's in there quick. 2nd and 10 now. Keep in mind, Sullivan David, just a junior. He'll be back next season. So that'll be nice to see that linebacker tandem still around as a nice pickup there. 3rd and 2. Hand off again. Can they hold him? He's still on his feet, and he's got the 1st. Oh, what should have been a big stop keeps the drive alive, and now they go with the quick check down. Gain of 2 there. Only 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. A lot of time already taken down as Matt Jones with another run there as they go quick. 3rd and 7. Braxton to the end zone and knocked away. That was Fabian making the swat there as they're going to have to settle right down the middle, and that's where they kick it. It's up and good. So the 3-point lead for Southern Miss takes effect. So with 2:50 left to go here in the 3rd, it's only a 3-point ball game, and this offense has looked the best it's looked since probably week 3. As a carry for a loss of 1 there, as I spoke that into existence probably. 2nd and 11 now. Hamilton Looking to throw underneath. He'll connect Neptune Rollins there. 3rd down and 6. Hamilton takes the snap. Rolling out here. He's going to keep it himself and go. That's a big pickup. Up past their own 40 at about the 43. As they set up another screen for Rowand. And he's going to have a bit, not much, but at least some positive yardage. Last play here, the 3rd quarter possibly. They will get the snap off. Channing Bain up the middle, and that's going to be a new set of downs to take us to the 4th quarter of action. 17-14. Southern Miss is on top as we all expected. However, the Bandits are driving. There's a chance, folks. What was that pose? Fans, what was that pose? I have my questions. 1st and 10 here now. As a screen to start this 4th quarter of action. And that's going to pick up 9. 2nd and 1. Hand off, and Bain's got enough for the first. That is exactly what you expect. 1st and 10 here now. Hamilton checks this one down into the flats. That's going to only be a gain of 9. 2nd and 9 now. Hamilton out of the gun. Quick throw, and that one not going to gain much. Keeps it at a 3rd and long. As Monty could only pick up one off the last catch. Hamilton, though's on fire, and this screen to Falcon's just going to help that as he's got the 1st down. 1st and 10 now. Hamilton with a new set of downs. He loses the football, luckily recovered by Deering. 2nd and 23. Luckily, they've still got the ball on offense, as that one sails over the head of his intended target, Shaq McBath the 4th. And it brings up maybe the impossible. 3rd and 23. They need something, as that one is something all right. It's an interception. And thank God Shaq's fast, as he's able to make the tackle there and stop them from adding points right then and there. So Texarkana's good drive ends the worst way possible. An interception on this one. And the Golden Eagles take back over thanks to Jonathan McGowan. So this is a huge drive right here. A touchdown could put an end to things possibly, as Matt Jones has one of his best runs of the day. Right up the middle for that 1st down. And now Braylon Braxton keeping this offense zooming, and he's going to zoom himself, as that is going to pick up a 1st down. So a new set of downs. Braxton, play action, and he goes short to the tight end. That's going to be a solid enough pickup of 6. 2nd and 4. Braxton hands off to Jones. Jones has enough for the 1st there. So with under 6.5 left to go here, the question is, can you get a stop as Sullivan David gets a good one there? 2nd and goal. Braxton keeps again. He's read again. The ball is free, and this one's recovered. Luckily, they went well far back, but this is not a good sign. Bakel Bouchard banged up. Now, luckily, once again, we have somehow escaped bigger injuries. He would just miss some time in the game. Nothing major, as that is a major stop there by Eldridge, who is going to celebrate and then feel the pain of his elbow. Once again, not a major injury. But here we go. 6 minutes left. Kicks up. It's no good. It doinks off, and it is massive. With 6 minutes left, it remains a 3-point ball game. So out of the pistol set, here we go. Hamilton and company. Can they get the job done as Channing Bain picks up 3? Leslie Niles checks in now. As Hamilton takes the snap, looking to throw, and he was just getting rid of that one. So it keeps it 3rd down and long with a 3rd and 7. Hamilton going to take off with it instead, and he's not going to get enough. So the offense stays out. They need to keep this drive alive. 4th down and 2. You knew where they were going as Rocco hauls it in. Giuseppe Rocco has had a day today, and it's been nice to see a name we haven't touched on much have a really good outing, as that one is dropped by Rollins. 2nd and 10. Rowan in the ball game. As this is a quick throw Rollins' way, and he'll catch that one for a gain of 6. 3rd down and 3. Hamilton hooks up with Inaba, the number 2 tight end, and Jiro Inaba picks up the first with 3 minutes left on the clock. Whole 3 timeouts for both sides. Hand off here goes to Rowan. He's got him in field goal range at least. 2nd and 3 now. Hamilton. Hands off to Channing Bain. He's got the first and more, gets held up on the blocker. But it's a new set of downs. They are closer and closer to the end zone here as Rowan finds a bit of room and picks up 5. Can they do the unthinkable? Can they upset Southern Miss here? It will be a huge week to do it as that one sails over McBath's head. 3rd and 5. Hamilton the gun. Looking to throw. He gets it to him. That's caught. Neptune Rollins. What a catch by Rollins, as it's got him at 1st and goal, but a flag flies. This is a delay of game. And that's Massey who checked in, and that's mainly because Hamilton got banged up. And I'm sorry, that's Marley, Dwayne Marley, who checked in. The freshman hasn't seen really any time at all, but had to check in because Hamilton got banged up. 2nd and goal after an incompletion off his first throw. He finds his man this time around. That's Rocco again. And on 3rd down, Hamilton's back in. Can they connect? Hamilton to the back of the end zone, cannot hook up, and they will have to settle. Kicks up. It's good. And that right there might just take us to overtime. Welcome, everyone, to overtime. It is the first overtime game in school history. 17 all. There's the overtime rules for you. I'm not going to explain them. You know how college overtime works at this point. Let's see if Texarkana can come through. Big defensive stop would be enormous. As Braxton checks this one down to Jones. Jones gets a solid 7 yards out of that one to start things. 2nd and 3. Braxton the gun. It's a read option. He keeps it. He's got room, and he's in the end zone. So the only answer is a touchdown. Texarkana knows what they need to do now. There's no question of how do you have a chance at this game. You need a touchdown. As Braylon Braxton, we'll see it again, just takes off. I'm not going to lie, was there a little bit of a hold there? Maybe, I don't know. I'm no pro. I'm biased. We know this. But here we go. Texarkana on offense. A touchdown needed to at least keep this alive, and that sack is not going to help. It has been tough to run play action with this offensive line as 2nd and 16. Setting up the screen for Bain. That didn't work. 3rd down and 20. Good thing we know it's 4-down territory no matter what. So out of the gun. This one is too far for Falcon, and this is the game. A miss here, and it's over. Hamilton has enough time, gets it to McBath. He breaks off a tackle. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Shaq McBath making big plays. So 1st and goal. Hamilton out of the gun. And that one over the head of his intended target. Believe it was Inaba, maybe Shaq McBath. Either way, it's 2nd and goal now. Plenty of time. Goes underneath. That one's in the air and almost intercepted. Take a deep breath there, right? 3rd and goal now. Quick throw intended for Rollins. Could not get there. Was knocked away. We've seen it before. 4th and goal. Hamilton finds his man. How McBath did it, I don't know. He just went up and got it. Touchdown, Bandits. Now's the question. Do you go for the win or do you go for double overtime? Shaq McBath, the savior of the day today, as he made the big play on 4th and 20 and the big touchdown on 4th and goal. Maybe even bigger, they're going for the win. Coach Cofield not going to attempt 2nd overtime for Inaba. It's broken up thanks to the stupid Spinal Tap animation. He had it. So 24-23 is your final. I think we were robbed. We got the worst possible animation. Inaba had it, and it would have been over. The Bandits would have had it if it hadn't been for that Spinal Tap animation. Oh, does it enrage me? But you want to look at positive. Hell of a game against a team that we probably shouldn't have been this competitive against. Let's be real. That was huge to have, especially when past couple weeks have not been good. We threw 52 total times, 50 with Hamilton, only twice with Marley, who had to come in for that tiny bit of a spell. And really, a good chunk of runs. It wasn't like we weren't balanced in our run-pass game, in my opinion. So I'm not actually going to be mad about the split as I normally would, having to throw that much. That is arguably what this offense is more built towards. McBath had the big game, 99 yards, 6 catches. The touchdown that nearly could have won us the game if one animation doesn't happen on the extra point attempt, you know. Lupo did give up 2 sacks. And a big day for Sullivan David with 17 total tackles. He was all over the place. We thought Buddy Gordon was the guy. Well, Sullivan David's making an argument. That's all I'll say there. Still love Buddy Gordon. Had 10 of his own. And 11 tackles for Little Mac as well. So good on him. He's getting a little bit better as the year goes on. Kel Bouchard had that big day, 1.5 sacks. Sterling got half a sack to add to his very good freshman season. Eldridge with half a sack, and Burton Lavelle with half there. We luckily had a bye week, and that got us ready for week 13. The second to last game of the year against the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana Lafayette. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We have a good time. And with that, I will see you next time.